Last time on April Was a Fool. The cave entrance is trapped. I didn't know the dragons had that sort of handiwork. I can disarm it, but I won't make it over there quick enough to...
Hey, hold on tight to all your stolen belongings. That's awesome.
Now it's time for a little girl-on-girl lovin'. Hey guys, and welcome back to Cygnus Plays April Was a Fool. Alright, so I think it's time to do Gabby, the 5-star. I'm excited. I kind of remember her story pretty well though, so if I don't sound super surprised, that might be why. But if you guys don't know what goes on, I hope you're prepared. I love Gabby. She is an awesome character, very interesting and really cute. So we're gonna do this. Yeah. Now, I am honestly probably not going to reread this because I've read through this like twice before. So if you guys want to know what happens in the beginning, or like listen to me mumble my way through this text, just go through my previous videos and they should be there. Alright, but in the meantime, I'm just going to use the skip button and go all the way to Gabby Sterling. So, whee! There she is. Alright, so they need somebody to cover for April, and they find me. Oh no! Whoopsie daisy. My name is Cygnus. And since Gabby is a magician, I am thinking destruction magic is a good choice for this one. So destruction magic. It's obvious whoever this April was, she meant a great deal to them. I know I can't replace that, but I should at least say something to try to raise their spirits. And I'm gonna go with my regular answer because I want to do Gabby the way I think I should. Great choice of words. Anyway, well, oh shoot, okay. The 5 of you are still heroes. Actually, I don't know how she responds to that. She's just like, meh. And her choice was burn down Hake Village, so we're going with that one. Now we're talking. I like the way you think, chick. Why would you pick something like that? Can it, Blakey? It's already been decided. Regrettably. That's decided then, I suppose we'll be off. Milady, you have our deepest gratitude. If not for you, we'd still be consoling His Majesty after informing him of April's death. Blah, 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 blah. Let's not make light of Milady's request. Tell me, how do you plan to keep up with us? This is when I ask him, take me with you! I can be strong, I'll show you. And Gabby likes that. Awesome. None of them say anything else, but Erwin offers me his hand. I take it and he pulls me forward to stand beside the rest of them. And we join them. Oh, alright. And we get kissed by the king guy. So, here's Gabby. Hey Cygnus, let's chat. Because I gotta admit that I am curious what made you pick my plan over the others. Even I know it's pretty out there. I mean, it'll work, don't get me wrong, but as far as being practical, it's far from it. Her question catches me off guard. Even I'm not sure why I picked her plan. By all accounts, burning down an entire village just to lure out some evil is pretty insane. Never mind insane, it's downright ludicrous. Don't sweat it if you can't answer the question. Maybe it just tickled a little fancy you didn't realize you had. Fire's pretty cool to watch. It's got a lot of destruction and power behind it. But the way it moves is mesmerizing and relaxing. You know? I watch the embers dance playfully along the tip of her fingers. Orange, red, and yellow flicker, grow and swirl together captivatingly. What do I think about fire? I like fire. I think it's awesome. Yeah, it's rather amazing. You gotta respect something that's so beautiful and so deadly at the same time. That's why Fire and I get along. We understand each other. Hot and dangerous. You're awesome. She winks. Oh my gosh.
Gabby, put that away. It's dangerous.
Oh wow, I sound like Darth Vader there for a second.
Gabby, put that away. It's dangerous.
Blakey, honestly, you know I'm not gonna do anything I don't want to with it.
I know, but it's not always easy to tell what you want to do with it.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, you know.
She waves her hand, and subsequently the fire in front of her brother's face. And subsequently the fire in front of her brother's face. He jumps back in panic, which only causes Gabby to laugh. Her laugh is loud and rough, and with each increase in pitch, Blake shrinks back further. Come on now, you know I ain't gonna do nothing bad to you, Blakey. What, are you scared? Foosh, foosh. She waves her hand back and forth, still laughing.
Stop picking on me!
If she burns you, I'll heal you right up. Watching your seared skin bubble back into place and smoothing out after being torn apart by thy mini inferno.
Foosh, foosh. Oh my god. Poor Blake. Foosh, floosh. These are world-class heroes. I'm a little appalled. Yeah. Rather than take another second of his sister's abuse, Blake runs off crying. Aw, look, he even looks sad. Hi, what was that? What was that all about? Nothing. Were you picking on him again? Maybe. Yeah. What's it matter to you anyway? Not like you're any better than him. At least I'm teasing him affectionately. I suppose. That didn't seem very affectionate at all. Something screeches in the distance, and shortly after that, there's a scream. Hey, that was Blake's voice. Oh, instant killer can. He reaches for his axe, hair bristling with a sudden rage, but before the weapon is even removed from his back, Gabby is running forward, her hands both ablaze. Gabby, slow down, you're burning the grass. Shut up, don't care. At a loss of what else to do, the rest of us run after her. Ken has left his axe on his back, and the aura of anger that was starting to gather around him is gone. I don't have time to ponder that right now, but Blake's in danger. Uh-oh. What else is that on her skirt? Are those moons on her skirt? That is amazing! Oh my god, those are phases of the moon. You got the waxing crescent going all the way to the full moon. Oh, and if you look the other way, it's the waning gibbous all the way down to the new moon. When we catch up to Gabby and her brother, we find the attacker, a raven, already taken care of. Oh. Its body is nothing more than a pile of ashes on the ground at Gabby's feet. What was that, Blake? Running around wailing like... What was that, Blake? Running around wailing like nothing but a death wish. That's nothing but a death wish. You're supposed to be a child of the Embers family like me, but all you do is mess up and almost get yourself killed. There's no such thing as the Embers family. Shut up. Figure out how you use that sword and make yourself useful. Or maybe this time, it'll be you who dies, huh? Oh. Holy fuck. She lashes out with her boot, kicking her little brother in the leg. What the shit? The sound of her boot against the metallic armor echoes through the nearby forest and across the plains. It is I really like May's face right here. That is just so kawaii. I'm sorry, I didn't say that word, sorry. It's so cute. It's impossible for the kick to hurt him, but Blake's face was long with disappointment. Got nothing to say for yourself then? I'm out of here. She leaves, tiny sparks following after her. Kent offers his hand to Blake and pulls the other boy to his feet. He's still crying, rubbing his arm against his face. Aww. Blake. I can't understand it. How can Gabby be so mean to her own little brother? The rest of the party barely bat an eyelash at her behavior. Are they that used to this? Is this what Blake meant when he said that there is no Embers family? It would be pretty hard to consider someone like that your sister. Are you okay?
I guess.
That's good. What the shit? I gotta love Ken. She has a point, you know. You should stop thinking about yourself all the time because it leads to putting people in danger.
What? But
Just admit it, would you? You're such a burden. Everything you do, just do it for yourself. Oh, really? Says you. Coming from you? That's not, no. Seeing Blake in tears and everyone's lack of any real concern is making me upset. Rather than stand here and continue to witness this, I stalk off after Gabby. Though not before I showing Erwin a stern kick in the back of his leg, I'd kick him in the face. Pacha! I'll give them all a piece of my mind. This isn't right. When I find Gabby, she's standing next to a tree, fist punching it repetitively. I slow my steps, suddenly hesitant to approach her. The body of the bird flashes in my mind along with the two black streaks across the grass from where she was running with fire. My foot snaps a twig and she spins. Her entire arms bursting into an inferno and face twisting angrily. When she sees me, she extinguishes her spell. Oh, it's just you, Cygnus. Yeah, I was thinking it might have been another monster. She turns away and starts relentlessly punching the tree once more. Every time she strikes, her knuckles explode with heat, singeing the bark. I come closer and grab her arm mid-swing. I didn't come here to watch her have a temper tantrum. I came here to tell her off. What do you want? You had to lecture me over how I treat my own brother? I get enough of that for myself. She rips her arm free and punches the tree one last time. Leaves fall to the ground around us before bursting into tiny flames and turning to ash. I get it. I'm no good as a big sister. I see that little worm crawling around crying all pathetic and I just want to hit him. I can't be as fucking perfect as you are, April. Oh, she catches herself. Shit. I'm sorry. Cygnus. You just look so much like her. She was so bloody perfect. Blake looked up to her he looked at her like someone should look at their big sister, unlike how he looks at me. The silence in the air is awkward and heavy. It's enough to choke on. Enough of this depressing stuff. We should get back to the others before Urban goes and does something stupid like sells to forest trolls or something. What? Don't look so alarmed. I'm joking. Though I wouldn't let your guard down about him. You may look like a noble, pretty boy, but... She leans close and taps me on the nose. He's really a wolf. Little lambs like you are easy targets for wolves. Aw, she's cute. With that, she leaves to return to the party. She's very rough around the edges, and I thought for sure that she was just a cold-hearted woman, but there's more to her. The jealous rage in her eyes and her tender words, though played as a joke, to warn me about Erwin are proof enough. More than that, how she talked about Blake when we were alone. Does she really care about him? I don't think I can make that decision yet. Following after Gabby, I join up with the others. We continue across the open plains until we reach an inn along the road. Everyone agrees that we need to rest here for the night. Apparently, it's been their tradition to rest at this inn before all their adventures, whether it's in the direction that they need to go to or not. It seems like a strange tradition to me, but I won't step on their routine. Oh, we already read all this before. Skip! Not thinking, I asked them to come in. Hey. Confused, I ask her what she's... Oh my god. She's hot. Oh my god. Confused, I asked her what she's doing here. Blakey was having trouble sleeping because I snore so loud, so I kicked myself out of the room. Normally, he would scamper off to someone else's room himself, but... She crosses the room and plops down on the edge of the bed and stretches. In her sleepwear, I can see more of her skin. Burn scars cover half her body. She catches me staring and wraps her arms around herself. Admire my body, are we? Like what you see? Yes. I wave my hands quickly in protest, which only makes her laugh. Her laugh is bright compared to the rest of her personality. Oh my god, yeah. But please don't stare, it's kind of embarrassing. Look, is it okay if I sleep out at night? Sure, but you're not going to light the place on fire, right? Oh, cheeky. I like it. I keep mistaking you for a cute little lamb, but you're almost like a tiger, aren't you? She reaches over and taps my nose playfully with a smirk. I like that, that's so cute! Without being able to stop myself, my eyes linger on the scars across her body again. Yeah, they're pretty noticeable. They don't hurt no more. Not really. They're like mementos. They're a sign of my mistakes, but also my greatest pride. I got them when I saved Blakey's life. She saved his life? The way she treats him, it was almost hard to imagine such a thing. The soft smile on her face, she really does care about him. But enough about him. We're supposed to be sleeping, right? Unless he had other plans. Not sure which one of us turns more red. She looks quickly away with an awkward laugh. That was, of course, a joke. It was? Oh, okay. Maybe we should just go to sleep. That might be a good idea. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. She lays down, her back to me, and mutters some things to herself about watching her own tongue. I lay down as well, face still flushed a deeper scarlet than the shorts Gabby is wearing. I close my eyes, ready to sleep, when suddenly a very loud snore fills the room. Oh, she wasn't kidding. Raising my hands to my ears, I do my best to block out the sound of her snores and fall asleep. This was the last way I'd ever expected to spend my first night on our adventure. Oh, look at the woods! That's beautiful! Oh my god. Cygnus is very impressed. We've been walking for days now. The forest we are in is supposedly dangerous, and we haven't been able to stop for longer than a few brief moments at a time. It's been a while since any of us got proper sleep. What little sleep we can get has been on beds of rocks and leaves and moss. It's safe to say that everyone's looking a little worn down and cranky. It's Blake who stops first, collapsing down on a fallen log and letting out a loud whine. Aw, he's adorable. My feet hurt. Let me heal. Oh, shit. My feet hurt.
Let me heal them.
That's not going to work. My head hurts and I'm tired and hungry too. Do we really have to go through a place like this to get to Hick Village?
Of course. Small villages like Hick are always separated from the larger capital cities by needless amounts of forest with only one path through them. I guess we could... Is that like a like a slam to like video games? Because that's so true. I guess we could have taken a boat and circled around the outside of the continent, but that would have taken twice as long. That's also a thing in the video game. That's really funny. Not to mention, fights on boats are usually pretty annoying. There's always that one legendary sea monster that pops out of nowhere and wrecks things. Exactly. The forest is faster and has less chance of things going wrong. It just means we can't stop for long. Doesn't that mean there's something dangerous here too? Looking around nervously, I can't see much behind the blah blah. I can't see much beyond the dark rows of tree trunks and dense bushes. Who can sleep on a boat anyway? All that bobbing back and forth makes me sick. It's gotta be better than this. What are we running from anyway? He mirrors my own nervous actions of looking around. Forest trolls, forest dragons, one or two on their own isn't a problem, but if we set up camp, we'd end up attracting large groups of them. Forest trolls don't kill you, you know. After they raid your camp, they use their giant clubs made of tree trunks to beat you until you can't fight back. Then they sell you on slave markets. Eep!
Eep.
Wow, at least krakens just sink your ship and send you to the bottom of the ocean.
Is that supposed to be better?
See? So why don't you just suck it up already? You're the one who's hurting. Get over it. Back on your feet. You're acting like a selfish brat.
No, I need a break. I don't want to be attacked by trolls. I can't keep going.
Another break wouldn't be a bad thing, right? As long as we got back on the road quickly, we should be able to avoid any real trouble. We just had a break early on today. Or was that yesterday? Either way. Or either way. You're the man. On your feet. I'm tired too. Without another route. Gun's cute. Gun drops himself on the log next to Blake and crosses his arms. His eyes slid shut. It's clear he's not going to budge for anyone.
Thank.
Psh, you just want forest trolls to come along and beat us with trees. Don't act all noble. Maybe. Kent sits down on the other side of Gun next. Between his short height and the impressive size of the log, his legs swing playfully and almost comically off the side. He's so adorable. It's not so bad. We'll be ready to go soon enough. Well, Gabs, my dear, it seems we've lost this battle 3-2. Oh! Gabby yells out a word and her arms burst into flames. Erwin recoils. Look at his face. Erwin recoils, sending a panic look towards the three on the log. Blake and Kent look ready to run, but Gunn stays put and doesn't even flinch. I slip in behind Erwin. He seems to take offense to me using him as a shield, but he doesn't voice that thought. You lazy no-good sack of centaur dung! Gun, you're just doing this to be a pain in the ass. Maybe you want me to roast the three of you like a chicken on a spit, huh? Bet you'd like that, pervert. The flames on her arms grow stronger as her voice raises. Even her hair seems to stand up in a fiery rage. Gun opens his eyes, locking them with Gabby's. Come on, I dare you. Don't provoke her like that. She'll do it. She'll burn this whole place down. Oh no, that's...
Don't provoke her like that. She'll do it. She'll burn this whole place down.
I'd like to see that. Roast us alive, Gabby. Blake is trying to escape, but Gunn's large hand is holding him in place. I understand that he's trying to get the boy to face his fears, but Gabby looks pretty irrational right now. She might... Gabs, just ignore him. You know how Gunn is. Come on now. Oh, that's a new face he's making. I haven't actually seen his ponytail like that before. He's inching towards Gabby slowly, his hands gesturing her to calm down. She doesn't so much as give him a side glance. Our attention is focused on the three sitting on the log. Gunn continues to stare back, his iron grip on Blake still holding him there. Kent's crossed his arms now as well, joining Gunn in the stare of defiance. It looks a little silly on him. Blake suddenly stops struggling to escape, and his expression changes to one I've never seen him wear before. It's dark, anger crawling into his features like shadows crawl across the land at dusk. Jeez.
Gabby, I hate you.
Aww. The flames along Gabby's arm waver and flicker.
What? I hate you. All you ever do is call me names and pick on me. I hate you so much. You take everything away, but then you call me selfish? Why? Why do you hate me so much?
The dying flames spark back up violently. The forest canopy above us bursts into flames, spreading up between each tree at an increasing rate. Is that it, huh? You hate me? Maybe I should give you a solid reason to think that way. The fire continues to jump from tree to tree, crawling down the trunks and encasing us in a ring of flames. Blake's resolve is breaking again, but Gunn keeps him in place. Hiding behind Erwin isn't going to do me any good anymore. Flames slowly circling around us.
You've already given me plenty of reasons to hate you. You hate me. I'm just returning the favor. Besides, you killed our parents. You...
Shut up! Rose, maybe we should... let them fight it out. She's going to level the whole forest. Wait, this is what you wanted? Yeah, it'll do everyone a lot of good. Kent jumps up from the log. Gabby, we're sorry. Gun's been holding Blake there. He didn't mean to defy you all that time, right, Blake? Come on. Gun, give it up. Let him go. I already did. Then Blake, time to get up and...
I won't. I'm not moving. If Gabby wants to kill me and all of us, then we should just let her. Gabby's always got to have her way. She didn't like our parents, so she took them away. She doesn't like me, so she should just take me away as well. It's better than being treated like this. I miss April.
Damn. There's a snap and the forest is frozen in ice. The ice melts, putting out the flames. Gabby, arms also dripping with water and caked in frost, continues to look forward at her brother. Blake refuses to look away. Gabby spins, sleeves and robe billowing around her, and walks off into the forest. So, are we going? Girl's gonna need some time alone. Sit back down, Kent. As Gunn speaks, he lays a hand on Blake's head. You did good, kid. I'm sorry. He just like slides down, still smiling. Ken slowly obliges Gunn's orders, sitting back down on the now soaking wet log. Even Erwin, who had fallen into a dreary sort of silence, sits down on a rock nearby. I should sit too, but I can't get Gabby off my mind. Once again, she has treated her brother in a way that is unacceptable. This time I won't let her distract me from laying down my thoughts. If she cares about Blake like she says, then she should just stop treating him like this and just tell him the truth. I'll leave the others behind and begin to search the nearby forest. It doesn't take much to find Gabby, the soft glowing light of burning shrub acting as my beacon leads me right to her. She's standing over the shrub, flicking her fingers and making tiny sparks. She doesn't turn when she hears me coming up behind her. Hey. I place a hand on her shoulder. When Blakey and I were growing up, I had a habit of playing with fire. She lets out a dry laugh. I guess I still do. Anyway, I burned down our house and our parents got killed. Almost lost Blakey too, but I managed to get him out of the flames. We got adopted shortly after by a pair of real whack jobs. They made me do all sorts of housework, and they'd always abused Blakey. I eventually ran away, but he never stood up for himself. Soon they were making him do the housework I would do. So I burned the place to the ground. Once again, I wasn't thinking. I almost lost Blakey in the fire. I put him out of that den, though. He wouldn't stop crying, and he kept on hitting me. It was a real pain to get him out. That was the second time I took away our family. Even though those people were horrible to him, they provided him with a shelter, with food, and he even liked it there. He wasn't looking for a way to escape, but I pushed my own feelings over his. I took my own rage and tore him out of that home. Not once did I stop and think, does Blakey want this? Why was she telling me this now? He's right. I'm always trying to force the way I want things done on him. Kid's weak, so I think kicking him is going to make him stronger. You know, he liked working away at that damn place. Always said we owed it to our adopted parents for taking us in. Couldn't see it for what it really was, a couple rich-ass nobles seeing a chance to get some cheap labor. Pissed me off. How could he not realize it? I was right, so he had to be wrong. Doesn't matter what he thinks, 'cause he's just a kid. How could he possibly be right? Sparks flare up her arms. He's just a brat who's too nice for his own good. Gets himself taken advantage of and beaten up and smacked down. The flames die down. Even the flames on the shrubs snuff out, casting this area of the forest in an eerie darkness. I can only make out the outline of Gabby against the trees. But he's my little brother. I want to keep him safe. I don't want to see idiots like those taking advantage of his kindness, or monsters beating him down, or people walking all over him. She says those things, but what she is doing is the exact same thing. She's walking all over his feelings. The way she treats him is exactly what she's trying to stop. You're right. I can't stop myself, though. What am I supposed to do? I just get so mad that I always end up doing the wrong thing. I just keep pushing him away. I'm afraid to tell him the truth. Afraid? What could she be afraid of? If she told him the truth, they wouldn't be in this mess. I'm too damn proud to admit how much I love that kid. She turns and grabs my hands. In the dark, it's hard to make out her face, but her words are please. I'm too scared. If I tell him the truth and he rejects those feelings, I'll be alone. I can't do that. I'm not the sort of person who can take that kind of risk. I only wish I was. I want him to see me like a big sister. I want him to look at me the same way he would look at her. She was referring to Abel. I think she looked up to her. How's that? Oh, yeah. I guess you could put it that way. It's more right to say I was jealous of that scamp, though. She always knew how to say stuff that made Blakey smile. She cheered him on and jumped in to take hits for him. She wasn't like me, always yelling and setting and lying about what I really think. She was damn honest. If Blake did something bad, she told him how to fix it. She could notice when he did things a little better than last time. I can't see that stuff. All I do is get frustrated watching him, but I want him to be so much more. Her hands squeeze mine tightly. Her voice is desperate. That girl could tell everyone anything that was on her mind. She was so open. I can't help but be jealous of her. I can't even tell my own brother how much I love him. I'm afraid he won't believe me. I'm afraid he won't get it, and he'll end up hating me more. I don't want him to hate me. There's a tremble in her voice, and I can feel it in her hands that still cling frantically to mine as well. Gabby's a strong person, but right now I can see how fragile she is as well. I just keep talking and holding you here. You're probably sick of this, having to listen to me complain. I'm just forcing myself on you. She lets go, dropping her arms to her side. Without thinking, I catch her hands again, weaving her fingers together. I don't want her to think like that. I came here because I wanted her to talk to me. More importantly, I want her to say these things to Blake. She needs to be more honest with herself. Be more honest with myself. You're right. Gabby seems hesitant at first, almost like she's going to pull away, but instead, she holds tighter and then spins us both around to be facing one another, bodies pressed together. Aww. Oh god, she's so cute. Thanks. Here I was thinking you were just a cute little lamb, all sweet and docile, but you're more like a cat, always waiting and watching from the shadows for your moment to do your thing. I like cats. Shoot, maybe I'm... Say, it's not awkward if I kiss you, right? Ooh, I don't mind. She smells so strongly of fire and ash, it's alarming. With her lips so close, I can feel her breath as she speaks. I'm not sure how we ended up in this situation, and I'm surprised to find myself okay with it. More than okay. I sheepishly accept her question, curious if she tastes like fire as well. Which is a silly thought. I've never tasted fire before. That's not even possible, is it? Well, if I had to guess what it tastes like, it would be just like that. Aww! I'm slightly disappointed. No picture? Oh, that's fine. Wow, okay then, that's out of the way. Is she embarrassed? Maybe we should get back to the others. They're probably suitably rested up by now. She lingers for a moment longer before pulling away from me and lighting her one hand ablaze, so we have enough light to walk back. Wait, what just happened? Yeah, I can do this. I can be honest with myself. What just happened? Alright guys, I think that's good for this episode. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!